Brent Rivera's decade-long career as an influencer has seen him commit countless crimes against the YouTube community, from blatantly stealing whole video ideas from creators to completely copying and pasting his face over other viral thumbnails. Whilst this scumbaggery has garnered Brent Rivera over 30 million subscribers and 8 billion views, it was only a matter of time before he did something so outrageous that Penguinz0, aka Charlie, was forced to not just call him out, but demolish his reputation as well.
And now you look like an absolute fool, and you've ruined your reputation even further, Brent, if such a thing was even possible. Somehow your audience of children are actually being aware of this now, which is the last thing I imagine you wanted to happen with the drama. You're just doing all of the wrong things here. You f***ed up, you should have just moved on from it, apologized for it, and been done with it.
Hi, I'm the InternetAnarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be diving deep into the career of one of YouTube's largest MrBeast clones and most hated creators in general, Brent Rivera. We'll look at the controversies that transformed his image from a standard children's entertainer to one of the most hated creators on the platform, and examine why his attempts to cover things up only made it worse. Long before Brent amassed a staggering 30 million subscribers on YouTube, he mostly made short comedy sketches on Vine, which earned him over 8 million followers on the platform.
Hey Lexi. It's fake.
You're fake.
Hey Mom.
What? Don't worry, it's fake.
Don't break.
Brent.
Following the end of Vine in 2017, Brent would move completely to his at the time 3 million subscribers YouTube channel to continue publishing his viral comedy skits. Whilst Brent has always enjoyed viral success on every platform he's been on, he has also faced numerous accusations of plagiarism and employing strange tactics to boost his viewership. Back in 2014, numerous users on Twitter would allege that Brent was stealing video ideas from Tumblr and other sources. Why do girls like freak out over Brent Rivera? He isn't funny. Stealing all your vines from Tumblr doesn't make someone funny. Brent Rivera ain't creative at all, shaking my head. Anyone can steal Tumblr quotes and say them in 6 seconds. As well as, P.S. Brent, stop stealing ideas from Tumblr, you're not original. While these tweets didn't include any evidence to back up their claims, it was clear that there was an air of distrust around the authenticity of the content that made Brent popular. People even coined a term in the Urban Dictionary to describe how Brent stole jokes from other creators. Brent Rivera. It's when you steal a joke from Tumblr or Twitter and use it as your own. The origin of the word comes from well-known Viner, Brent Rivera, because his recognition of stealing Tumblr posts and Twitter posts. One of the earlier examples of Brent stealing another creator's video concept was his video titled Things That Make Me Mad from 2012, which was a direct copy of Wasabi Productions' video of the same title.
Oh, I gotta pee. But I'm so comfortable. But I have to pee. But I'm so comfortable. Damn it.
When I get in bed and I decide that I have to pee. Crap, I have to pee.
These elements of plagiarism would only become more striking in later years, as Brent made the shift away from comedy sketches to challenge content. From copying trendy thumbnails to taking whole video ideas from other creators, Brent was more than willing to undermine other community members for selfish gains, something that he was called out for numerous times.
Brent Rivera, you are most likely to copy my thumbnails. One of the biggest awards of the night. Congratulations on that.
Brent wouldn't stop at just using other creators to get ahead, as he frequently humiliated his family members and even sliced his own sister for views. It didn't matter what he had to do or who he had to steal from. Brent would stop at nothing to grow his reach and revenue on YouTube. However, Brent's underhanded approach to content creation was about to cause him more harm than good. On the 7th of February 2023, a creator named Tyler Oliveira posted a video titled, Brent Rivera called the cops on me. And as the title suggests, the interaction between the two wasn't exactly a positive one.
That's Brent Rivera calling security and then the cops on me after I asked him this.
Do you fake your videos?
No. It all started when I was staying at the Shining Hotel, came out of my room, and randomly found these two girls in the hallway.
Throughout the video, Tyler showcased a number of heated interactions between him and Brent, with the first being caused by a simple question.
So aware that I was in the middle of a fake YouTube prank, I wanted to see if Brent would admit it, because we all know his videos are fake and he steals everyone's ideas.
I have a question for you guys. Do you just hire these people? We don't know who those people is.
And unsurprisingly, they made a cameo in Brent's newest video. It's almost like they know each other.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
Film on an iPhone. Alright. Okay. Have fun, guys.
I don't know what's going on here.
Clearly, Brent didn't find my question amusing, so I walked back to my hotel room and prepared to go on my tour of the hotel.
Things would only get worse on their second confrontation.
Don't have fun with your 100 subscribers.
We get that louder.
You don't have a direction like that? Hey, we're filming our thing. You film yours. Okay?
Yeah,
Let's not be.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Not be disrespectful. Okay.
Well, you guys shit talking the iPhone
I don't
though.
appreciate the disrespect.
What disrespect? I literally walked out of my hotel room and nearly had a heart attack.
Why did you walk up to us, like, enter our space?
I just paid $400 a night for the hotel. What do you mean?
If we were normal guests, that would...
Whoa. Okay. Normal guests? You think you're elevated beyond an average human being? You've ascended the human... Wait, who are you?
On the third meetup, however, it seemed Brent had enough of the trolling and threatened to have Tyler kicked out of the hotel.
Finish your video?
No.
Oh, we're not gonna be able to finish it then.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, they're gonna come and get you guys. They're gonna kick you out.
What do you mean? We paid $375, right?
I'm sorry.
I'm not as rich as you, bro.
This is the third time harassing us. Don't harass.
Whoa. You recorded me.
I'm recording you because you guys are coming up to every single second.
Whoa, we walked in. We're on the same floor.
Alright, well, he's coming now. So, I mean, you guys are just gonna have to look at the guy behind you and say, what do you mean? Who is that guy?
I have no clue.
Listen, this is our personal space and you're recording
No,
inside.
you closed the door and then you opened it.
A threat that Brent would later go through with, as hotel security would come to escort Tyler off the premises.
He came to us and said this.
Let's get back your stuff. For sure. Can I propose a compromise? No.
Best SPD's on the way, so you have until they get here.
For sure. Unfortunate.
After packing up our stuff, security ushered us out. And then we met the police downstairs and they said this.
Yeah, I appreciate both of you have been very cooperative and compliant with us, and I appreciate you being reasonable about it.
For sure. My apologies. Sorry, guys.
All right.
No, thank you. Well, Brent Rivera, my #1 enemy right now. He suck my balls.
From Brent's perspective, he'd won the confrontation by having Tyler kicked out, but little did he know that this battle was far from over. In the coming days, Tyler's video would rack up over 2 million views and reignite the previous hate the YouTube community had for Brent, with comments reading, "This video just proves that not all people are nice behind the camera. Brent should be ashamed." The fact that Brent had to get law enforcement involved over Tyler walking to his room and turning around seeing them recording him is so sad. Brent is so two-faced. As well as, love how Brent is really confident because his subscriber count. But the moment that dude gets in a fight with anyone, it's pretty much over. The drama would escalate so far that some of the largest commentary channels on the platform were taking turns at roasting him for his childish antics. By the 11th of February 2024, Charlie would catch wind of the controversy and mercilessly break down Brent's appalling behavior.
So to break down the situation briefly, 2 YouTubers were staying at the same haunted hotel that they were using for content, but then it leads to a bit of confrontation and then eventually just a truly sour relationship between them. And there's a lot of big YouTubers involved here, and it all leads to this giant fucking black hole of main character syndrome, so they all get aggressive and they all start filming each other, so they're saying all their aggressive shit towards their camera about one another. It's a big mess, it's very goofy.
Charlie would then go on to dismantle Brent's facade of authentic content by pointing out that even the children who watch his content know it's fake, a fact that he would never admit.
This isn't important by any means, but it's always so weird to me why someone like Brent will claim they don't fake their videos. Like, even children don't care, man. You can just be honest, you don't have to lie. Like, he hired these 2 women to pretend to be like the little girls from The Shining, and he tries to play it off as like legitimate, I guess, for some reason, which makes no fucking sense at all. This is just a nitpick. It doesn't compute with me. Like, why even bother lying about that? No one's being fooled, not even like an actual glue-eating 4-year-old. Like, there's no shot. You can just be honest.
Brent's tendency to put down others when he feels threatened was something Charlie would pick up and rightfully call him out on.
But the way Brent handles it is atrocious. He starts like shaming him for using an iPhone, shaming their equipment. At one point, someone on his team belittles his subscriber number. Like, he couldn't have looked worse in this situation.
Charlie also noted how desperate Brent was to show off his wealth.
I don't know how people haven't realized that insulting someone's subscriber number, financial well-being, and all of that is just an instant L. Like, somehow, people will still say some shit like that guy who said, have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud, with their whole chest. Like, they'll just let that shit rip, not knowing or being completely oblivious to how awful that makes you look. You lose the second you go there. You look like an insufferable douchebag asshole, like just a fucking pure colonostomy bag of a person. Like, it's outrageous that people still do it, like shaming him for using an iPhone, insulting his mics, which they also bring up, is everything. It's so weird.
Charlie's coverage of Brent's idiotic behavior would garner over 4 million views and have a knock-on effect as more viewers and creators became aware of just how desperate he was to protect his fragile ego. Brent and his crew insults the iPhone, insults the amount of followers, insults the setup, also Brent and his crew. Let's not be disrespectful, as well as, I think the worst part is that Brent and his henchmen didn't even spend the night. They left shortly after. They just had to make sure Tyler couldn't stay before they left. The ever-growing hate for Brent would manifest in his video titled Overnight in the World's Weirdest Hotels, which got an eye-watering 1.2 million dislikes and an equally hostile comment section, reading, a YouTuber that actually makes real content versus a YouTuber that gets angry so easily because they got told the truth of what they make in the platform. Imagine getting caught in 4K by an iPhone. As well as, I looked this up just to see if the fight was in it, and I generally have second-hand embarrassment for the people that actually watch this stuff. Unable to ignore the backlash, Brent published a response that he hoped would turn the public opinion in his favor. But unfortunately, it did the opposite.
If you recently saw a viral video of two YouTubers arguing in a hotel hallway, well, one of those YouTubers was me. Things quickly get taken out of context, so here's the full picture. Also, this isn't me defending the things that I said, but more so giving you guys my perspective of what happened that night. So right when I was about to pull a prank on my friends in a hotel, this guy came up to me yelling and accused me of faking the prank. And I'm not saying all my pranks are real, but this one was. We were just minding our own business, filming a video, so this was really frustrating given the amount of time, energy, and money we put into these videos to make great content for you guys. And as the night went on, he continued to approach us with his camera, saying awful things about me, my friends, and my sister to try and get a rise out of me for his video. At a certain point, it bubbled up so much that I did what he wanted. I stooped down to his level and I said something that I should not have said. Go have fun with your 100 subscribers, man.
Brent went on to claim that Tyler was the aggressor and stated he had no involvement in summoning security.
Later on, he came up and started filming again, this time while we were on a tour. His actions toward us and other guests on the tour caused the hotel staff, not me, to call security. He was warned several times by the hotel staff to not only leave us, but other guests and hotel staff alone. And after several warnings, the hotel chose to call the police to get him escorted from the hotel. Anyways, I am not proud of the way that I reacted at all, nor am I perfect. All I can do is be real with you guys and admit that I could have handled it by not saying anything and just walking away.
Given the fact that Brent had left out key details and was clearly lying about what happened, it was only a matter of time before Tyler made his response to the situation.
Brent, you're a liar. Here are the receipts. Also, I'm on the toilet, so I'll be quick. Lie number 1.
Right when I was about to pull a prank on my friends in a hotel, this guy came up to me yelling and accused me of faking the prank.
No, we were half asleep in our hotel rooms. My cameraman gets up, goes into the hallway, only to see these two ghost girls right outside our rooms. Keep in mind, Brent places these girls on the opposite side of the hotel room floor we apparently share. We easily could have avoided each other if you did not place your prank right outside our 2 hotel rooms on the opposite side of the hotel floor we both were staying on.
Tyler continues by debunking Brent's misleading claims about being accused of making fake videos.
2.
This guy came up to me yelling and accused me of faking the prank. And
no one yelled at you or accused you of anything. I simply walked up to you, asked you if you knew the 2 girls who were at the end of the hallway. You denied knowing them completely. I walked up to them, asked them if they knew you. They were like, maybe. Okay, anyways, so I walked up to you, and then you said, do you fake your videos?
No. Do you fake your videos?
No.
He also touched on how Brent tried to gain sympathy from viewers by reminding them of the time and money he puts into making content.
5.
It's really frustrating given the amount of time, energy, and money we put into these videos to make great content.
We lost about $4,000 in flights, hotel rooms, and car rentals after you got us kicked out. So, and you're Forbes 30 under 30, so this hurts me a lot more than it should hurt you, I imagine.
At the end of the video, Tyler recounts the events that led him to getting kicked out of the hotel.
Us and other guests on the tour caused the hotel staff, not me, to call security.
You literally called security on us non-stop, and in this clip, you say,
You're gonna get us kicked out? You're that powerful?
Did you guys finish your video?
No.
Oh, we're not gonna be able to finish it then.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, they're gonna come and get you guys. They're gonna kick you out.
without you calling security, we would not have gotten kicked out. If there were 12 of us like your crew, maybe that wouldn't have been the case. They chose the easier option of kicking us out versus you and your 10-man crew.
Belittling another creator and getting them kicked out of a hotel they paid for was one thing, but trying to twist the story to make yourself look like the victim was a whole different ballgame. Brent didn't have the best reputation on YouTube to begin with, and now that viewers had the chance to see how pompous and dishonest he was, it seemed his reputation had truly hit rock bottom. But sadly, this was only the beginning of Brent's sins against the YouTube community. As Brent was trying to mitigate the controversy that he was already in, he was already creating another, as he began copyright striking other smaller YouTubers who criticized him. The first was a creator by the name of Rith.
Brent Rivera, what the fuck are you doing? Now you're sending me copyright strikes? Why are you 10 mil plus TikTokers such fucking pussies? I don't know if you sent the strike directly or your management did, but my videos are fair use. I didn't steal your content, I directly talked over it, thus making it my video. Brent, remove the fucking strike. You don't want to be breaking the law now, do you? Or does your hurt little fucking feelings feel bad? Fucking loser.
Unfortunately, this wouldn't be the last time Brent falsely struck a fellow creator. On the 20th of February 2023, a YouTuber by the name of Dumpy uploaded a video titled "Brent Rivera wants to delete my channel," in which he detailed an ongoing copyright situation involving Brent.
I really hope the situation does not progress. If it does, I will be making an update video letting you guys know what's going on. That was me about 3 hours ago, in a frenzy because I had a community guidelines warning, my very first offense, because of content made on Brent Rivera. As I was editing the video, I was frantically checking my email, waiting to see a response from my appeal to the community guidelines violation. When all of a sudden, around 4 a.m., I received this email. Copyright takedown request received for your YouTube video. I said, whoa, what is going on? I sent some screenshots out and I basically just stated, yo, this guy's abusing the copyright system because my videos fall under fair use.
Dumpy then went on to share screenshots of Brent's shady attempt to take down videos that were critical of him.
My YouTube video was re-uploaded by another user. No it wasn't. My video was transformative. I made a whole video of my own work out of your content, reacting to it, picking it apart. And you said, where does the content appear? The entire video. He went after not one, but 2 of my YouTube videos. And then there's all this mumbo jumbo. I'm gonna censor this even though I feel like I don't even have to, but basically it just says, if you lie and you misrepresent what actually happened, you can result in the termination of his YouTube channel. He literally signed that and did it anyways and blatantly lied. And I guarantee you there will be no repercussions for his actions.
For all the underhanded things Brent has done, abusing the copyright system was one of the most cruel. Brent wanted to end the career of a fellow creator for no other reason than he felt his ego was bruised, and the way he went about it was equally as horrible. Brent stated the following in his copyright claim: "How much of your copyrighted work is used? Most of the video were my original video from my YouTube channel. No other original content from the creator was shown. How is the market for your original work affected by this use? It affects it negatively." Fortunately for Dumpy, YouTube decided not to go through with Brent's claims. However, Dumpy wasn't out of the woods yet, as he later received a community guidelines violation for a stream in which he reacted to Brent's content. While Dumpy wasn't directly accusing Brent of reporting his channel, he did ask Brent to respond by posting his report history.
And I don't just want to blindly come on here and accuse you, Brent, of reporting my videos because that's kind of insane. But based on how you've acted in the past, I would not put it past you. And if you are doing this, you gotta chill out, bro. Like, you're playing with people's livelihood, you're breaking the law by abusing copyright and trying to take down Tyler Oliveira's video he made on you. Like, it's just, come on, bro. You cannot do that.
Once again, Brent had unknowingly put himself in yet another controversy, but this time it wasn't about getting someone kicked out of a hotel. It was trying to get a smaller creator kicked off the platform by abusing the copyright system, and everyone on YouTube was calling him out for it. In less than 2 weeks, Brent had turned the entire platform against him twice, and similar to the first time, he only responded once he had sufficient backlash, and that was in ample supply. The following day, Charlie would once again give his opinion on Brent's bad behavior by educating him on just how damaging misusing the copyright system truly is.
On YouTube, there's an unwritten rule that when violated, it ruins your image forever. It causes irreparable damage to your reputation, and there's really not much you can ever do to get back in the good graces of the platform. That is abusing the copyright takedown system. And unfortunately, a massive YouTuber today took a bite out of that forbidden fruit. His name is Brent Rivera.
Censoring other creators because they were critical of you only worsens the problem, and it was obvious that Brent didn't understand. Thankfully, Charlie was there to enlighten him.
So, let me walk you through how this thing usually goes. When a YouTuber makes the decision to go nuclear and start filing these kind of takedown requests, the whole community turns against them. People fucking hate that, for good reason. That's the lowest shit you could sink to. Just stop being a little bitch and accept that not everyone's going to like you. And when you do some dumb, embarrassing shit because your ego bubbles over and you embarrass yourself, people are gonna make fun of you for it. That's the circle of life, baby. That's nature. That's the way God made this world, and the cyberspace as well. You know, I bet even, the Lord was on an alt account kind of laughing about what you did here, because you looked real stupid during it. The point I'm making is, you just move on from it. You don't do this. When you do copyright abuse shenanigans, it is always like sticking your head into a beehive. You are the only one who gets hurt, but you are just too focused on the potential sweetness in that hive.
Delving deeper, Charlie highlighted how poorly Brentley filled out the takedown request and remarked on how bare bones the context was that he provided.
And how is the market for your original work affected by this use? It affects it negatively. That right there is the biggest tip-off for me that flips on the light bulb in my head that tells me Brent Rivera likely filed this, because no self-respecting third-party company that does this professionally on behalf of creators would ever answer that question like that. It's a very concise answer, but it also doesn't even answer the question. The question is, how is the market for your original work affected? And his response was, it affects it negatively. That's like how a child would answer it. I know Brent Rivera makes videos for children, but it seems like he also has the brain of one too. He's stuck in like 3rd grade. You're supposed to explain your reasoning, so it affects it negatively, but how? Why? Like, what exactly is this doing to encroach on you and your original content? How is it stealing from you or ruining your content? And he just gives like fucking 5 words here.
Continuing down that route wasn't doing Brent any favors. If he hoped for any chance of redemption, his best bet would be to stop his course of action altogether.
Somehow your audience of children are actually being aware of this now, which is the last thing I imagine you wanted to happen with the drama. You're just doing all of the wrong things here. You fucked up, you should have just moved on from it, apologized for it, and been done with it. You made a terrible response to this whole thing, trying to give context to it, where even in that you make yourself look stupid. Like, you played this terribly, you played yourself and you look dumb. Luckily, Dumpy's channel I don't think is going to get deleted or get in any hot water from this situation, so that's good, but it is really frustrating to see yet another big creator like Brent Rivera try and bully people around by abusing the copyright systems on the platform that have been broken for a long time. That's always going to be a big fuck you from me.
By the 22nd of February 2023, Dumpy released a video titled "He Messaged Me," which served as both an update on the situation and as a call out for Brent for his lies in the DMs.
He sent me the same exact message on Twitter and Instagram, but let me show you the Twitter version of it. Hey man, I saw your video and I let my YouTube rep know to retract all the copyright requests. I also let my team know not to copyright your vids moving forward. As of today, as of February 21st, I still have the copyright claim on my video. Basically what all this means is that Brent doesn't get the money, I don't get the money even though I made a fair use video. Brent falsely claimed the video. This is also the same video that he tried to get taken down, but YouTube saved me.
Despite how positive and friendly he sounded, Brent had done nothing to retract his copyright claims or harassment reports he made on YouTube. To make matters worse, Brent would try to manipulate the narrative again by leaving a super thanks in the comments that read, $400. In the meantime, while the copyright request is being retracted, here's something to help. Again, sorry about that, bro. To which Dumpy replied with, I don't accept your apology. These takedowns were given to me 48 hours ago, and you've done this to 2 other creators that I know of. I hope you understand the severity of what you've done and how you've willingly lied to YouTube for whatever reason to attempt having my livelihood taken away from me. On the 23rd of February 2023, Charlie would upload a video titled "This Drama Had a Happy Ending," where during the video, Charlie pointed out Brent's blatant dishonesty when addressing the situation and made it clear that no one bought into his shallow attempts at reconciliation.
But I do want to mention that second paragraph where he talks about like Dumpy's grind and how he's like proud of it, happy to see it, and wishing him nothing but the best in it. To me, that just reads very insincere and phony. That seems like very corporate PR speak, because his whole grind and everything you had a huge issue with because it was at your expense. So why are you gonna pretend like you actually really appreciate it and admire it? Like, just be honest. Like, it just doesn't seem honest at all. There's no reason to put up a facade. You can just be like, bro, your videos fucking hurt my feelings, I overreacted, yeah, is what it is, I'm releasing it now, I see this as a big fuck up, a big blunder. And that'd be a lot more respectable than trying to put on this like, bro, you're a fucking grinder, you're out there nuts to butts and you're doing it big, that shit is so fucking lit, and I know you're gonna keep doing big things, I am so proud of you actually, I'm so fucking proud of you. Patting him on the ass, like, it's not genuine.
Whether Brent realizes it or not, his scummy censorship tactics were truly what caused a massive wave of backlash against him, and will forever leave a stain on what was left of his reputation.
There's not really a whole lot you can do to make Dumpy like you, or just like forgive that. It's just a matter of moving on from it. You are doing the right thing, which everyone will appreciate. You are walking back on this bullshit here with these takedown requests. That is good. But I just don't think there's a whole lot you can do to earn anyone's trust back or view you positively. It's something that you'll have to prove over a long period of time if you actually learned anything from this whole situation. He says that him and his team responded too emotionally to it, which he's absolutely right on, but this is an option that should have never been considered in the first place, obviously.
In addition to his misuse of the copyright system, Brent was determined to cover his tracks by blatantly lying to not just his viewers and other creators, but YouTube as well. Brent did all this under the guise of preventing others from infringing on his copyrighted material. However, ironically, Brent has and continues to shamelessly steal content from other creators. Despite being outed for plagiarism in the past, Brent hasn't changed his ways in the slightest, and arguably has gotten worse. For example, Brent's video titled "The World's Shortest Woman vs. Tallest Man" was a direct replica of a video from YouTuber Kelly Wakasa. The first thing you'll notice about Brent's version is the fact that the thumbnail is eerily similar to Kelly's. However, the similarities don't stop there, as Brent liberally borrows Kelly's entire script. You see, the order of events in Kelly's video goes from meeting Jodie and giving her some oversized merch.
Oh, maybe it's too big. Uh-oh. Too big. That's funny. Or the hoodie, too.
Thank you.
And asking her some spicy questions.
Who is your celebrity crush?
That's not what you're bringing.
To taking her shopping.
Find a nice outfit.
And finally, going to an amusement park together.
Constructing the amusement park as we come in. This is sick and really scared.
The timeline in Brent's version is exactly the same, beat for beat. Giving her merch.
Okay, so we actually have a gift for you.
So this is relatable merch.
That might be too big. You think it'll fit?
Good thing we got a smaller size.
And asking her some spicy questions.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Ben.
No, me? Me? I am?
Shopping.
That's pretty big.
Oh my god.
Anything you want, it's on Brent's credit card.
The cheese puffs? Yeah.
And finally, amusement park.
Are you gonna float away?
Brent's tendency to steal ideas isn't limited to his long-form content, as his short-form content is ripped straight from smaller creators.
I've got a notebook and I'm gonna go to a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic.
Let's see if they treat me any differently.
After getting seated, I quickly whipped out the notebook for the waiter to see. Right away, I was receiving looks left and right. It was
The first few items. And after taking some pictures and giving it a few minutes, I whipped out the notebook.
They started to bring me out my first few courses, and let me tell you, it was so delicious that I had to take note.
Back and forth, and I start to notice a big shift. The manager comes up to my table, gives me his card with his personal cell phone number, and tells me to give him a call whenever I need a reservation.
Then they gave me complimentary champagne, and to top it all off, they comped the entire meal. And the manager let me know to come back anytime.
Even his latest video titled "I Built a Secret Starbucks, You'd Never Find This" is a shameless copy of an upload from the Stokes twins. Once viewers caught on to this, they made sure to show their disapproval with over 80,000 dislikes. Brent has since changed the video's thumbnail to cover up his mistake, But once again, this was only due to the massive backlash he received. Notice the pattern here? Brent started his career on YouTube by stealing from other creators, and when that wasn't enough, he turned to sexualizing his own sister for easy views. The platform and following he has today wasn't built on his own skill or creativity, but rather on the backs of the countless creators he has plagiarized. Despite all of this, Brent still tries to present himself as an authentic and original creator. Whenever Brent is confronted with the truth behind his career, he defaults to either belittling or censoring them, as seen with his interaction with Tyler and Dumpy. Once that failed, he resorted to making bold-faced lies that the community easily saw through. Disrespecting and disregarding the community that gave you a career you currently enjoy is never a good idea, and Brent has learned this lesson the hard way. But despite that, his channel seems to be doing completely fine, most likely due to the dozens of children that still watch him. An example of a YouTuber who had his career completely destroyed, however, is Will Basut. Click the video on